To the dear people of Trafford, on behalf of Trafford Council, I, Councillor Dylan Budd, the Mayor of Trafford, and as the first citizen of the borough for this municipal year, would like to welcome everybody to join with us on Saturday 29th of June 2013 in Urmston to celebrate Trafford's Armed Forces Day. We celebrate Britain's armed forces, both past and present, men and women who make up the armed forces community, from currently serving troops to service families and from veterans to cadets. Our armed forces work tirelessly to promote peace, deliver aid, fight terrorism and help to safeguard our national security, also providing support to our allied partners to ensure that the world we live in is a safer place. The courage, selflessness and dedication displayed by the men and women of the armed forces, from their historic tradition to the men and women serving today in all capacities, is an inspiration to us all. The sacrifice and dedication throughout the years is honoured and remembered. Our gratitude to those serving today, full-time and reservists, has been exemplified by our wholehearted support throughout this week of celebration and the big parade this Saturday. Trafford itself has a long-standing relationship with the armed forces. Like its men and women who have served in the past, those serving today continue to respond to the call of duty, as those that will serve tomorrow, represented by our smart young cadets that will be on parade on Saturday. It is exemplified and remembered by King George V, commending a quiet street in Altrincham as being the bravest little street in England due to the huge amount of men who left their homes and families there in Chapel Street to enlist in the First World War. 161 men from just 60 homes from that cul-de-sac in Altrincham left a heavy burden of responsibility on the shoulders of their young families, with some significant sacrifice, lest we forget. We also remember our workers in Trafford Park, creating the Merlin engines that powered the Hurricanes and Spitfires in the Second World War, vital in the Battle of Britain. No doubt Trafford Park will play an important part in our future. We are also proud to be the home of the 207 Field Hospital Unit, which defined itself in serving the needs of our servicemen and women in recent conflicts, and was rightfully honoured with the freedom of the borough. We recognise the part service families play in support of their loved ones, the separation and uncertainty during operational tours, but also the camaraderie and spirit, with everyone pulling together, families, friends and the British public, as we see today. In that recognition, Trafford Council this year joined with representatives from all three services of the Armed Forces to create the Armed Forces Covenant. This community covenant will support our residents who serve in the forces, providing them and their families with information, support and guidance, particularly at a time of change in the armed forces. This week saw a series of events that aimed to celebrate the military, including talks in our schools, displays in our libraries, and of course Trafford Council versus 207 Field Hospital football match. Although we are celebrating Armed Forces Day, I believe it is important to note the work of our other partners, the emergency services, such as the police and fire and rescue service, who in their own way augment our national resilience when duty calls. We also recognise the commitment and support provided by employers in accommodating the training needs and deployments of our reserve forces. After the parade, there will be lots of activities for families to enjoy in Golden Hill Park. As well as a host of stalls, there will be free sports activities organised by the Trafford Community Leisure Trust. So please come along and enjoy the celebrations. So, on behalf of Trafford Council and myself, our best wishes to all the people of Trafford. Thank you.